Nice. All right, how's it going? We are here with an Overwatch match today. We've got Clearwater versus the Richland Rebels in week 4 of the Overwatch season in the junior varsity bracket. Thanks for joining us. Both teams, I believe, have a, what are we, 1-2 record, I think. We've got, thought we were about to start there. Got a whole bunch of spectators for this one. Teams are getting their lobbies figured out. And the interesting thing about this matchup today is that Clearwater is in our district, so they are not that far from us. We almost got together and played in person, but didn't know we were playing them until a little bit too late. Kind of hard to get transportation last minute when you're in education. That's okay though. I'm sure we will have plenty of opportunity in the future to meet up with these folks over at Clearwater. They started their season last year, I believe was their first year of esports. They had a team, had a Rocket League team, and we actually faced off against them in a Park Hills Expo in the spring. We were unable to be there in person. Everyone else was. And the Rebels got a win over Clearwater in that tournament. And as I've mentioned before, we no longer have Rocket League team. Our players kind of moved on to other venues. That's okay. We've got an Overwatch team. Didn't think we'd even have that this year. So it looks like they are ready to go. Let's switch over. So we're going to try out this new overlay that you see up in the top, up there. And maybe that'll help us keep score, or at least be able to see what's going on as we go through these matches. Hey, thanks Rev74 for watching our stream. Glad to have you. Best of luck to both teams. All right, where are we at today? Ilios. So we had some scrims earlier this week, and the Richland players were kind of testing out some of these maps, learning some of the ins and outs. Awesome, Rev74. Their son plays for Clearwater. That's awesome. Appreciate you watching our stream. Hopefully we got a good matchup today. So, Richland and Clearwater trying to contest the point here, kind of in the middle of this area. Richland sets up their defenses as they rush the point. Clearwater has a pretty decent attacking stance. They kind of had all 3 corners there, able to clear out quite a few Richland players. Ooh, 9 Dino kind of caught out there snoozing. So Clearwater has taken over Objective C, 15%. Richland is going to have to do a better job clearing them away. So far, Clearwater looking pretty strong. They try to push from this left corridor and get knocked down by the Reinhardt. Watch out for that Reinhardt. He swings that hammer and just tears you apart. Mini Ninja. Can't remember that player's name. That would be handy to know. Sort of a ranged, like sniper-esque player. Mini Ninja normally plays Junkrat, and I guess he chose to kind of play at a safer distance. There's a ult by Rainbow on KBM, unable to get any limbs out of that. Clearly confused. This is his first year playing with us. He is still learning the game as we go. I think he's picked up quite a few pointers. Unfortunately, Clearwater is just tearing Richland apart here. Richland can't even come close to getting on that point. Good rushing effort by Clearwater to take over the point from Richland. And now they've held it pretty well this whole time. So they take the round 100% to 0. Clearwater looking really strong there. All right, so the first round goes to Clearwater. Richland will hope to respond to that. Can't remember that character's name. I need a list. If you're watching, fans from Clearwater, thank you. I am the coach, and I do a better job commentating these games than I do actually coaching the games. I don't really know this game. Our captain is Shello. Where's she at? Captain Shello, playing Lucio. She is the one that has put this team together pretty well all by herself. We were worried we wouldn't have enough interest in the beginning, and she roped in several players to put this team together, and I made her captain. She seems to know a lot about the game and does a really good job communicating with her team. I'm really proud of her for the leadership she shows with this team. One of the things they stress is don't get tilted, don't freak out if you're losing, just stay calm, stay in the game. Clearwater doing a really good job again, teaming up against our Richland players. As they once again control the center point of this map. Ooh, the whole Clearwater team kind of bunched up in that spot there.
The equations were correct. The problem must lie elsewhere.
Richland regrouping. Richland pushes center and is greeted with a Reinhardt right around the corner. Exchange there. Ghost Dog getting quite a few limbs for the Clearwater team. Rainbow tries to flank left. Unfortunately, he's by his lonesome. Clearwater sort of regrouping back there, far end of the point. Richland trying to keep everyone together, and it looks like they're going to push coordinated effort as they enter the point and contest. Oh, Rainbow falls off into the pit. Azawaz gets pulled into the pit. Oh no. Watch out for that. Clearwater playing the strat wisely. Pushes Richland off the point takes it. Again, looking really good, really strong on that center objective. So congrats to Clearwater taking round 1. Ghost Dog gets the first point. Hold on just a second. Tyson. There we go. Updated that score in the top corner for you. Clearwater Specters, as they've named their team over there. Taking round 1. We're playing best of 5. So we got another chance. Let's see if we can make a Rebel comeback here. See, we'll switch back over to just chatting. Hope you are enjoying our spooky stream graphics. Clearwater looking really good. Spoke with their coach this week, talked about how our teams are doing, and I told them that our team is mostly comprised of new players. 4 of them are brand new. We've got one player. I don't think he's not in this current round. He may sub in a little later. He has played every title that we've offered here at Richland. Dalton has played Rocket League and Smash, played Smash with us in the spring. And now he chose to play Overwatch. So that was one of the players that Shelby was able to rope in play for us. Like I said, Clearwater, I believe they started their program last year. And so they have, I think he said 4 returning players, two new ones. So where we're at is still kind of learning the game as we go. And that's okay. That's why we chose the JV league to participate in, because the competition in the varsity league is really, really strong. It is something else. If you haven't had a chance to watch varsity league action, I'm telling you, that is exciting stuff. Maybe we'll be there one day. Have a mostly young team. I can see them coming back for more. We may end up playing sometimes they do side leagues in the spring. We may end up joining them for the side league just to get that experience. All right, so we're in Blizzard World. And I remember them scrimming on this map twice this week. In fact, the first time I think I was playing, it did not go so well. So the interesting part about this is the main entrance here is kind of a choke point, but there's also a few side pockets that you can flank from, as we learned the hard way this week. Good thing we got some scrims in so we could experience what that's like. So it looks like the Clearwater team has a Winston, and one thing we've learned about Winston's gameplay is he's able to jump in past enemy lines and mess them up. I was one of the ones that got messed up. So Richland all grouped together behind the single shield. Hopefully we don't see any ults that wipe them out in one swift move. Looks like Rainbow on KBM's checking out the stairs, and they find that Clearwater team coming up the steps ready to greet them. The Reinhardt out in front with the shield blocking, doing a pretty efficient job of swinging that hammer. Looks like they dropped, Clearly Confused drops the Reinhardt. They needed that. Reinhardt doing a really good job protecting his team. Richland defending objective A. They have to cover this main entrance corridor here, but also keep an eye on that right flank up the stairs. Rainbow taking out Attack Titan. Oh, there's that, I think that is a Genji. Hanzo. Genji or Hanzo alt. One of the two. And that breaks Richland's defenses there at that choke point. Here comes Clearwater pushing through the gates. Clearly kind of out there by his lonesome. Clearwater waited for the right moment to attack, and it was after using that Genji ult, wiping Richland defenses away. Richland has to regroup. Oh wow, they just missed that ult too. Clearwater reaches the payload. Next step in the game, they will advance the payload to the first objective and the second and final objective. Richland making a stand here. Their shields fall. Bastion trying to find an angle to work, but difficult to kind of set up and be effective. Clearwater keeps dropping their shields. 9 Dino using his ult. Ooh, very quickly that comes to an end. Any Ninja seems to be trying out some different players. Usually is Junkrat. Clearwater approaching that first objective without any issue. They will likely reach it. Nice. Clearly confused. Rainbow and KBM teaming up together to wipe out that Clearwater team just before they reached the point. Right there in that circle was the first objective. So they will try to move it back. They're all kind of grouped up together. Let's watch out for another one of those Genji or Hanzo alts. If I knew the character names, I'd tell you. That one on the far right. I think that's Hanzo? Someone get me a cheat sheet. I don't know this stuff. Clearwater coming high. Almost as if a diversion tactic because we've got 2 or 3 of them on the ground. That split approach proving to be a little tricky. Winston dropping down. Richland able to take care. There's that Junkrat ult, wiping out 3 of the Richland players. Clearly confused, kind of out there. Able to get a few more limbs. Let's watch out for this last Junkrat. Nice, nice. There we go. Good job, Richland, showing some defense on the payload, pushing it a little further back. We can see it inching ever so slowly. Looks like we've got a little bit of Clearwater action coming up from the top side. Ooh, there's that ult somehow not taking out Clearly Confused. There's the Reinhardt to try to clean things up. And Richland able to drop the Reinhardt. Go. Richland able to stave off that attack from the top side. Here they come again. Oh, wow. Winston, that must be his alt move as he's down there slapping players around. Here we go. Spaced out a little bit. Able to drop the Winston. So down to 50 seconds in this round. Richland looking pretty strong now. They may have found their groove, at least defensive-wise. We've got 9 Dino. The Bastion is riding the payload back. Here come that Junkrat ult. Ooh. Junkrat taking out 9 Dino, getting a revive from Azawaz, the healer. Can he stay alive? Ouch, ouch, ouch. No, there's the Junkrat able to finish him off. Good job, Junkrat, having a battlefield awareness. There is 6 seconds remaining. If Clearwater can get it to the point, then the match will continue. Richland has to regroup, get together, and hope to clear them off before they reach point. Unfortunately, they do reach point, earning them an extra minute and 25 or so to continue on. Good job, Clearwater, getting that point right there at the very end of their allotted time. That was impressive. Waiting patiently for the right time to clear them out. And they did. Clearwater pushing right along. Thank you, No Name. No Name says that is a Hanzo. So that is a Hanzo alt. Alright, so Richland pushed them off of that first onslaught as they've passed that first objective. They are on point. Bastion with 2 shields in front of them. Oh, and Reaper gets in behind him, taking out 3 Richland players. That was, oh wow, and then followed up by the Junkrat alt. That was impressive. Goodbye, Richland players, unfortunately. They have to hurry up and regroup. 10 seconds left. Still plenty of time. Just got to push Clearwater off that payload. Oh no, 9 Dino tried to use his alt, and it gets he gets eliminated by the Reaper. It is now in overtime. They are pushing strong. Richland falling back to the last possible spot. And as Clearwater just pushes right along, making that look easy. Richland's final attempt to try to stop them from reaching this last point. And Clearwater has pretty well everybody there ready to greet them. And it is 0.12 meters. There we go. They are able to get that final point. And Clearwater looking really strong. Really good team. They take all 3 objectives of that round, and now Richland will attempt to respond. Their turn to push through and push the objective, and they have to do it in a certain time, I think. Maybe not. Or they've got the full allotment of time, just so they are able to reach the end objective.
Come on, let's bring it together. Nothing's getting stopped. I grow tired.
Sweet rollerblade action from Shello and the Lucio.
I am ready to roll. My ultimate is charging. Let's group up here.
Double, triple, quadruple.
So if you're watching, we are on match 2 of the best of 5 versus Clearwater. And as we can see in the top, Clearwater has 1 game. Richland has not won one yet. They try to rush up the steps, and Clearwater's right there waiting for it. Bastion sets up on the top of the stairs and does get in a limb. See if he can get some more. Keep that Bastion alive. That was a decent setup spot there. There we go. Can we push through now? They were able to pretty well clear away the initial defenses there from Clearwater. That will buy them some time to, or allows them extra time to move that payload. Have a Bastion on Bastion action there. It looks like KBM taking Ghost Dog out, the Bastion for Clearwater. in the distance. So Richland doing a good job pushing, aggressively so, as a team. Able to make it through that first little choke point a little quicker than Clearwater did on their round. Here they go. They keep going, and they are already on payload. Will they be able to capture it before Clearwater gets it? And they do. So already they are able to push payload, and they have a full 5 minutes to do so. Impressive, aggressive push there by Richland. Watch out for their Bastion. Here we've got clearly confused as Arisa, I think is how it's pronounced. And we got our Bastion as a turret on point. Clearwater taking both of them out. Wiping Richland off of point. Pretty well taking out the whole team there. I don't think they have anybody left. So, Rainbow on KBM falling back. Somehow spared the slaughter there by the first payload. First push of the payload. 4 minutes remaining for them to advance. Rainbow using an ult. And about the best that does is get the Reinhardt at half health. Clearwater showing some good defenses now with this next choke point. Ouch, 3 of the Richland players down. They will need to regroup. Richland doing a good job pushing forward there in the very beginning. Clearwater said, hey, that's fine. We'll meet you at the next choke point. So far showing dominance in terms of defense positioning. Difficult to, ouch, don't run into that one. Difficult to kind of turn this corner with Clearwater set up so strongly. About 2.5 minutes remaining. Unable to get very far in that first half of the time allotment. Hey, there we go. I almost missed that. They pushed away Clearwater enough to turn the corner and move payload. Azawaz refers to that as pharmacy in the sky. She's up there healing the team. Doing a good job of it. Here comes Clearwater. Watch out, that Reinhardt is swinging that axe. Hey, and they take Reinhardt down. They continue to push payload forward. A full minute 50 left to go. Good job, Richland, pushing. Look at all those limbs. Clearwater will certainly greet them there at this final push of the point. They are close, and they make it. 3 full minutes now for Richland to make this last push. Can they do it? Ouch! Oh, they get stunned. I thought those were all... I thought those 3 got a limbed. They are pushing through. I gotta say, so far, their payload game is looking pretty solid. I know they've had a lot of practice doing that with their different scrims. They are pushing right through. 9 Dino getting 2 limbs there. Setting up shop on top of that payload with the shield in front. Just sort of tearing through this Clearwater team now as they're trying to figure out their defenses. They will have plenty of opportunity here in this last little section to make that final defensive meet and greet. Good job, Rainbow on KBM, kind of leading the way out here, just pushing and pushing along. Careful out here. This is probably the most difficult part of the whole map. 10 kills, 10 limb streak. Richland makes the final objective with minute 46 remaining. So that looking really solid for Richland there, making all 3. They had the greater time remaining, so how will this play out? I think the other team gets a chance to answer, maybe? I forget how this works. I'll learn as I go. I believe each team gets one final push of the payload or an attempt to capture objective. Prepare to attack. So Richland will attack objective. Oh, with the remaining minute 46. Maybe. I don't. What do you think? What's going to happen? Tom's over there sounding really good, offering each other strategy on how they should approach this. All right, so we will push objective A. So this is basically a rematch of the last map, and it does look like we've got our minute 46 remaining. So they take the time left over from that last round, apply it to another round, and we are paused for some reason. Not entirely sure what's going on here. We got some players hopping out. May have to check in with their coach and see what's going on. Not sure if someone dropped because of internet connections or what's going on. So looks like we're coming back live. Not totally sure what happened there. If the player that dropped out is able to come back in, looks like several of them may have dropped. Not totally sure. Either way, they are back in action now. And Richland has a minute to capture this objective A, and they're pretty darn close to having it. They had someone crash, so I'm not entirely certain on the rules of that. So I believe Clearwater is trying to get their player back in. The hosting player of the lobby must push Control Shift equals. So we will pause the game. Okay, stoppage of play can last as long as the other team needs if the coaches are in communication. And we are. So we will let them rejoin. So we'll just have to wait until that other player rejoins, and then the match will resume as usual. And as we see there on that left side, looks like the player rejoined. And we will be, when we resume, Richland will have 56 seconds to capture objective A. And if they do so, they will win this. All right, we're actually going to be right back as we try to figure out this from the coaching side of things. Okay, so as we resumed, Richland was already on the point. So they take that. And I don't believe there's any discrepancy there. Yes, there was a crash. And we paused the game when we were notified. And then when we resumed it, we were like right there on the point. So that round going to Richland, tying it up 1-1 in this best of 5. So very impressive show there from Richland. Really good aggressive push. All right, so we have 1-1 in the matchup. Richland versus Clearwater. And we will continue on. Looks like Dorado is the next one. Doing a really good job of pushing that objective on that payload / objective. I think they call that a hybrid matchup. Maybe the camera will focus. There we go. Okay, looks like Clearwater making a few substitutions. So let me check in with our team and see if that's what they want to do or keep the same comp. We will be right back.
Traveling to Dorado.
All right. This next map brings us to Dorado. So we've got a tie game between the two teams. Pretty good matchup today.
There is no obligation for the universe to make sense to you.
Dorado. We have seen this Richland squad do pretty well on this map, and we also saw whenever I was scrimming with them us not do so well. So Clearwater will need to come out of the gate here, and this is a payload map, so they will move the truck forward. Richland setting up their defenses as Clearwater will come out of the gate with a barrage of firing on Richland, including some from up above. They greet those dual shields like they've seen it before. Rainbow on KBM doing some decent damage there in that little corner by the payload. Azawaz keeping everyone alive. Needs to revive. 9 Dino would be beneficial, but unfortunately, there are quite a few elim exchanges occur there in that little corner. Clearwater regroups on payload and moves right along. Richland, it would be in their best interest to sort of wait until everyone's together before they greet the offense of Clearwater. They kind of set up here on this right side. Clearwater will make an attempt to get the payload onto that green circle and open those gates. So for this first objective, sort of last chance before they reach the gates. And Richland clears them away for the most part. And they do. They're slightly pushing payload back. Seems to be Richland's strong point is this payload. Minute 45 for Clearwater to reach those gates over there. Still plenty of time. Richland going to do all they can to make that a difficult task. Mini Ninja taking out the Reinhardt early with their push. That's going to be good for Richland because their main defenses just got taken down. Good job, Mini Ninja and Shello, getting a few elims on this push. Able to keep them back for that first maybe 45 seconds of the last minute. Now down to the last minute. Richland looking strong. Strong defenses for sure. They slowly push the payload back. Rocking the 2 shields on that, on the truck. Here they come up through the middle. Reaper using an alt and Junkrat alt combination, getting 4 limbs on the Richland team. Ooh, and then Ghost Dog taking out the last 2, and goodbye Richland. They are no longer at the point. So that was impressive. Good alt combination there, just completely wiping the Richland squad off objective. They were in a bit of a time crunch to do so, and they pull it off. Here comes Clearwater aggressively coming around this corner. Well grouped, well spaced. Ooh, wow, there is another team wipe. Richland not there anymore. That was a collective effort from the Clearwater team, and they did it effectively. Richland will regroup. Reinhardt way out in front. And his team behind him. Here comes that payload. Minute 30, that is plenty of time for Clearwater to push. Richland will need to play solid defense. Hey, this time let's watch out for a Junkrat coming around the corner. That's a real tricky thing to pay attention to. Hello, Reinhardt. Rainbow getting his alt there. damaging the Clearwater team. 60 seconds, and Clearly is a little bit out there by himself. Let's watch out for that ult. Was that our ult? I think it was. They reached that second objective, and they continue to plow forward. Clearwater showing strong offense. Richland all together now. During this last little stretch, we'll try to keep them from reaching the final checkpoint.
My servants never die.
Reaper attempting to take out Richland's Bastion. Good job, teammates, keeping him healthy, but there's the Junkrat ult, wiping 4 of the Richland players. Man, that is really effective. So effective, in fact, that Richland was just too far away to regroup and get there in time. So 1:13 at the end of that round. Looking pretty strong. Clearwater answers Richland with, "You gotta go, Josh?" Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Clearwater answers Richland's strong payload push with one of their own. Now Richland will show them if they have what it takes to do the same.
There is no obligation for the universe to make sense to you. Soon we will see if the hypotheses are correct.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
All right, here we go. We're underway in the third round of this matchup between Clearwater and Richland. Clearwater looking pretty solid so far. And they will greet them at the gates, just like Richland did. Let's see how they are able to come out of this. After our scrim the other day on the same map, we played a competitive round online with random people, and we were greeted with probably some of the strongest defense I've ever seen in this game. So at least Richland able to touch the payload this time. All right, Clearwater falling back just around the corner, though, greets them and stops them here in this first corner. Azawa's doing all she can to keep everyone going. Ooh, in the middle of the revive for Rainbow gets eliminated. And so Clearwater's defense is proving to be strong against this Richland team. Oh, nice job, Mini Ninja. Getting a few limbs there. Using an ult, hopefully going to clear some Clearwater players out. I think the more forward attackers already had them cleared out. Nice job there. Good job kind of combining abilities on this payload to help push it along. 2 minutes to get to this first objective. Mini Ninja will play a scouting damage role. Clearwater tries to get in behind and ahead. The threat from every angle. Ouch. And a Reaper ult just wrecks Richland right off the payload. Ouch. Ouch, ouch. Team wipes galore is the story of this round. Minute 15 for Richland to regroup after that team wipe and try to find those gates. One minute remaining. Needs to clear the Clearwater defense off of their payload. Making a pretty strong push here. Richland able to kind of stay through that corridor. Can they push him away enough to recapture control of the payload? The Hanzo ult, unfortunately, well, it looks like they got one. It's okay, let's keep going, Richland, clear him off. Got 10 seconds, so it is down to the wire. Need to stay on payload through this sort of second last wave of Clearwater. Watch out for that Reinhardt on payload. That is a scary thing to have when you are attacking. Rainbow doing all he can to stay alive and just unfortunately not able to. Clearwater wiping Richland away from payload and taking the defeat on that round. An impressive Junkrat for sure. Finding the good timing on that ult.
Thank you, thank you.
So, Clearwater taking round three, rather. They are up 2-1 on your Richland Rebels. Got the Tyra brothers over there arguing. Seems to be a usual thing here in the esports lab. So Clearwater proving to be a tough opponent so far for the Richland squad. Richland has 1, Clearwater 2. So we are going to make some subs, and I will actually pause for a minute. We will be right back while we make these subs.
Traveling to Volskaya Industries.
All right. We are back for round 4.
There is no obligation for the universe to make sense to you.
So, Richland making a sub, bringing in No Name.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
It is time to act. The universe flows through.
No Name comes in for 9 Dino. and appears to be playing Bastion. 9 Dino taking the seat for this one. We'll give No Name some practice. No Name is the player I mentioned earlier that has played all of our esports titles. He picked this one up just to kind of play with the team, and we're glad to have him. He's normally a Rocket League player, pretty well our captain from last season. And because he's a good team player, he said, okay, I'll play Overwatch with you guys and we'll make a team. All right, so this map, Volskaya Industries, is 2 objective points. So Clearwater will advance to objective A, try to take that. And Richland is defending. Good shots on the Reinhardt by Rainbow. Doesn't quite finish him off. I think one of the other Richland squad members does. Unfortunately, that alt whiffing. Hey, that's okay. So far, able to hold off Clearwater on that first push.
Activating the barrier.
Here they come again. Ouch. Good coordinated effort there by Clearwater, taking out Rainbow on KBM. No Name getting accosted there around that little cargo truck. Takes out Clearly, and they are now on objective A. Here comes Clearwater, trying to take that point. A Reaper ult on point. A good time to use it. Taking out 3 of the Richland players. Hanzo attempts another clearing away. But a little too late to the draw. So Richland is respawning now really far away from A and will be unable to defend it. So Clearwater taking objective A, and here they come for B. Watch out up top. Getting some action from even behind the point. Clearwater contests. Greets them with quite a few. And just wiping out that Richland squad. They're on B. Ouch. Richland able to contest at least. Can they clear him out? Watch out for the attacking from above. Ouch. Reinhardt down. Hey, good job. Richland makes a really strong clearing there. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That is a lot of time for Clearwater to try to get that final little section of that capture. ring that we see on that B objective up top. Richland all grouped together. Let's hope Clearwater doesn't exploit that. You know, with a Junkrat alt or a Reaper alt, as we've seen several times in this matchup today. Here they come. One of them has switched over to Roadhog. In Comet. In go Comet. I think that was Rainbow on KBM. Used the alt there. Oh, there is that Reaper alt. Everyone watch out. And No Name taking out the Reaper, I believe, may have saved the team there on that during that ult. That could have been bad. Hey, good job, Mini Ninja taking out Porky, sniping with that bow and arrow. Hey, good job. They kept him away, and now Clearwater has 1 minute remaining to take this final point.
See through the dragon's eyes.
Clearwater trying to figure out their approach. Looks like they've got some on the far right side and some coming up middle. Someone high. So they have chosen the sort of flank from all sides approach. Converge all together. Okay. That was pretty well a team wipe. 20 seconds left. And they take it easily. Wow. Wish I knew what character that was, but they got a team wipe with an ult as Richland was all kind of hanging around the point there. Clearwater taking both objectives and had 19 seconds to spare. So let's see Richland answer that. Will they push as fast as Clearwater? They did have a pretty good push earlier this week on this map. Maybe because I was a part of it. No, not because I was a part of it. So, I believe it comes down to this. If Richland cannot capture both of those objectives within the time frame with 19 seconds to spare, then we will lose this match for the week. K-Dog, what in the chat? Good to have you watching with us today. If you're just joining us, we are on round 4 of this best of 5. Clearwater is up 2 games to 1. They had a really good aggressive push on that last round, but Richland again showing off their ability to kind of speed rush objective, and they are contesting point, but Clearwater's defense is pretty well able to handle them. Looking like Rainbow, the only one left, will get wiped out. No one else was there to help him out. But hey, that was a good push. 9 Dino, good to have you. We saw you playing earlier. Azawaz tries to revive Shello and does. Hopefully Shello can stick around. No Name trying to find the angle as Bastion. Try to get behind the shield there and clear them away. Reinhardt is down. Richland's got 3-4 players left. See if they can turn this corner and capture the point. They contest. So watch out. There's still a few Clearwater players in the area. And they push him off. Clearwater only had about 2 or 3, I think 3 players there on point, and they did a decent job of like pushing them away there a little bit. And here comes the Richland squad. They should hopefully capture the point here, as they are all over it. There we go. Capturing first objective with 4:30 to spare. Is that enough time? Last time we played this, they rushed B, aggressively so, and sort of caught the defending team off guard. Will they do the same here? Bit of a choke point here, and Clearwater knows it. Richland able to contest point, but Clearwater is still doing a decent job defending. Ouch, ouch, ouch. So they wipe out the Richland squad. That's all right. We got 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Let's regroup and push again. There is their defense greeting them at the choke point here. Richland will try to push through. Hello, Reinhardt. Welcome to the Richland push. Doing a good job, however, is their Reinhardt keeping the pressure on Richland, not allowing them to get through the choke point there. What are we lost over here? I think we're lost. Or they know something I don't. We're going to go with lost. That doesn't help. Two minutes left. Maybe the maybe the squad can help the poor guy out. All right, minute 51. It's still enough time. They just got to capture that before there is 19 seconds left on the clock. Icebreaker taking out 3 of the Richland players, and then the Clearwater squad sort of taking care of the rest. Azawaz and No Name, I think, finally made it back to the battle. Found their way. We are down to the last 60 seconds. Richland down to 60 seconds, needs to capture this objective. No Name's going to try to sneak in from the left side. Unfortunately, not protected enough by the defense. Hey, Richland contests. Mini Ninjas trying to harass. Unfortunately, gets cleared out. Hey, there's the rest of that Richland squad, though. They are on point. 25 seconds left. Tough spot to try to capture because Clearwater is respawning right beside that wall. Ouch, Man of Kale taking out 3 of the Richland players right there at the end. Somehow Rainbow, No Name still on it. I think No Name would be the last one on that point. And it looks like they are going to fall right there at the end. Took them all the way to the last bit of the overtime. So that is one more victory for Clearwater. And that takes the Richland players cheering on No Name, who subbed into the game here and gets the play of the game. Nice.
Thank you.
So, hey, their spirits are not broken over there. That's what counts. So, Clearwater taking the match 3-1 against Richland and looking really, really good. I am impressed. So that will wrap it up for today. Clearwater taking the win against Richland in week 4. We will be back next week. Monday, we will have week 5 of solos for Smash, and we will, of course, stream any scrims that we pick up along the way. So thank you for watching. Thank you all the Clearwater fans out there. Hope you enjoyed. Congrats on the win. And we will catch you all later. Good luck in your season this year.